for the glory of God. You should know that as long as you are on earth, you will make mistakes. They are inevitable. However, mistakes should not be made on purpose. The only danger coming from the Brotherhood of Darkness is that they have the task to implant a fault-finding spirit in each person, a spirit that makes one think that he or she does not live well. We know that a person cannot become a saint in one day. To be saints, we must know all laws of nature, even our own future. When someone comes to me saying, I am a holy person, I answer, if so, tell me about my future. If this person cannot tell anything about my future, I say, you are not a saint. A saint can predict people's future. An advanced person has to have a certain inner knowledge, a presentiment for future developments. For the time being, all of you have the opportunity to be influenced by the external world. You are reflectors of the external world, but you must know that the light of others is their own light, while yours is your own light. However, if you only reflect their light, the moment it stops, you will lose it too. But if the light is in you, you will keep it forever. Only the light within you is real. If the light comes to your reflector from outside, you should be even happier, as it will intensify your own light. In this case and always, you should keep your own light and warmth. Now we have climbed the Musala peak. Here all of you are in a good state of mind, but down in Sofia you are not like that. There you have bad, hostile feelings towards each other. A sister comes to you, you cannot stand her and you want her to go away. What are the reasons for these feelings? These are small, ordinary problems, but they do not resolve the issues. You do not love a sister, you want to free yourself from her. Why? Now, I do not want to resolve these issues among you, but I say that these situations exist all over the world. You do not love a certain person, but another person does not love you. At the same time, you love someone else a lot. Sometimes you cannot stand someone, however, this person comes to you all the time. We also observe the opposite. You love someone, you want this person to come to you, but they avoid you. Why does this happen? This is due to the flows in space, that is, the thermal ether and the light ether. The law of love is the following. When a feeling of love descends upon me, it always comes from above, from heaven, and in turn I have to give something by all means. If I do not give something, I cannot manifest love. When God, who loves us, manifests Himself, He gives us something. Similarly, whenever we want to love God, we must also give something from ourselves. We have to sacrifice something. We have to give out our fruit as God also wants something from us. What should we give? Sweet fruit from our garden? No, we will offer fruit from the garden of our heart and bring it on a special tablet made of gold and diamonds. Up there at God's place, an angel will meet us and will receive the fruit from us. You will say all of this is phantasmagoria. Yes, these things are elevated and difficult to comprehend. Now, let us consider the facts, the way they manifest themselves on earth. When you love someone, how do you behave? A mother will first give socks to her child. She will sew a dress, a hat, a shirt, and thus she will continue until her child reaches an old age. She will manifest her love at all times. When love appears in a son or a daughter, the same love will hold. To realize this law in us, we should always be in contact with the invisible world through our consciousness. To be in contact with the invisible world, we have to know someone from that world by name. How do you communicate with the invisible world? While you are sleeping, you should pray and think. What are your translators like? When I return to the distant past, I see that on many occasions you did not use the opportunities which you had to develop yourselves. You made such errors that you raised huge barricades in front of you. You alone erected whole mountains in your life. Now you come across these errors. Currently you must deal with what you once did to others. That is why today you are given favorable conditions to improve your life journey. Your present life journey is an opportunity to liquidate all contradictions that exist. You can liquidate them now. These contradictions are not big. Now, when we look into that matter, each of you has to place oneself in a circle. Each of you has a definite circle in which you can act. Every thought has its planned periphery and it cannot manifest itself outside this periphery. For example, would you like to sing so that all of Bulgaria listens to you? The time will come when all of Bulgaria will listen to you as though you were singing over the radio. There will be a special instrument for everything. If people listen to you via the air, what roar, what a scream they will hear. How strong does this sound have to be heard all over Bulgaria? In the present conditions, to transmit the sound to a distant place, it has to be produced very strongly, because when it passes via the air, it loses its strength. In the future, people will develop their inner abilities, and when one talks and sings somewhere, the sound will be transmitted through the ether to remote destinations and others will perceive it. The sound will go through the air without obstacles. For example, if you sing in Varna, your voice will be heard everywhere. Loving viewers, we are grateful for the delight of your company for today's program entitled From the Sacred Text of the Universal White Brotherhood. For the Glory of God, Segment 1, Part 2 of 2.